Absolutely breaking news out of Romania. All right. Actually, it's not so breaking, but your boy was on holiday. I'm back now, though, so forgive me. Anyway, the Tate brothers have been arrested in Romania, and this happened suspiciously close to a Twitter war that Andrew Tate was having with Greta Thunberg. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar who Greta Thunberg is, here's a quick clip.
People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight.
So essentially, she's a female climate change activist that took the world by storm, was voted Time Best Person of the Year, and then inevitably had Donald Trump cyberbully her.
Yeah, you see her there on the cover of this magazine. They announced this yesterday. She's a 16-year-old climate activist. We should also note she has Asperger's syndrome, which she has said she views as a superpower. And they announced yesterday that she won this, that she was on the cover, though, of course, President Trump, Speaker Pelosi also in the running for that. And the president attacked her today on Twitter, saying Greta must work on her anger management problem, then go to a good old-fashioned movie with a friend, essentially telling her that she needs to chill. Greta, chill.
So fast forward to 2022, and Andrew has found a reason to tweet at Greta, in which he writes, "Hello, Greta. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a W16 8-liter quad turbo. My two Ferrari 812 Competizione have a 6.5-liter V12s. This is just a start. Obviously, he's changing the entire Earth's climate based off of his 33 cars and the emissions that they exude. But this is just a start. Please provide an email address so I can send you a complete list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions." There's a picture right there with his Bugatti. To which she responded, "Yes, please enlighten me. Email me at smallenergy@getalife.com. Very interesting turn that this has now taken. The golden child of the woke leftist movement has used the shaming tactic to get back at Andrew. But what I find so interesting is that these are the same types of people that will correlate a man's energy to his D and have no issues with that. But if you talk about the average waistline of the modern woman today, you're body shaming. Body positivity apparently only applies to women. But here was Andrew's response to this.
Release some greenhouse gases. I'm obviously a stranger to online controversy. It's not something I often do. But now, the mainstream press is commenting on the fact that I was informing Greta that my very extensive car collection with internal combustion engines, which run on dead dinosaurs, have an enormous emission profile. And she replied by telling me her own email address. Greta's email address is, I have small energy. Why would that be your own email address, Greta? Strange. I mean, also, I don't want to assume her gender. It's 50-50, but it is what it is. I'm not actually mad at Greta. Please bring me pizza and make sure that these boxes are not recycled. Thank you. So I'm not actually mad at Greta. Right? Because she doesn't realize she's been programmed. She doesn't realize she's a slave of the matrix. She thinks she's doing good. Someone has sat her down and convinced her to try and convince you to beg your government to tax you into poverty to stop the sun from being hot. And then, because I called her out on it, the global matrix got this bot farm to like and retweet and all this bot commenting to try and pretend that her telling me that she has a small dick and her own email address somehow teaches me a lesson. Welcome to a new episode of The Clown Show. But now I know at least that Greta, with a little hate-filled face, bitter, sitting somewhere without the heating on, in the cold, a little hat, shivering, use my tweets, which is going to make my Twitter account far more fun into eternity.
So because of Andrew's video, people are alleging that the Romanian police was tipped off to his whereabouts because of the pizza box that was in that video, thus giving the police the green light to swoop in and make an arrest for alleged allegations. So based on news reports, the Tate brothers were apprehended based off of allegations of R-word and allegations off of human trafficking. Now, while they were detained, they maintained their right to remain silent according to their lawyer. Then here's a quote actually taken from the BBC. The 4 suspects, so it was 2 others that was arrested with them, appear to have created an organized crime group with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women by forcing them to create online content meant to be seen on specialized websites for a cost. Now, what's also interesting about this is that Andrew Tate has openly admitted before that he does run previously a webcam business as well as being involved with dangerous people.
But I used to run a webcam studio like 5 or 6 years ago. I was never, and I never have been one of them guys. I don't go on sites. I don't do none of them shit. I never have, because I've never needed to. Right? Never been interested. By coincidence, I was on some website. I think it was a gaming website, some not Doppler, some crap. And in the corner it said, "Talk to live girls now." And it's something, I think it's because I just thought about the fact that I had all these girls. I was like, so I clicked on it and I saw some Russian chick sitting there on some crappy webcam and like these little tokens coming in. Like she was sitting there like with her clothes on, like moving like this. Like just I was like, that makes money? That makes money? So I messaged all my girlfriends. I had 5 of them. I was like, look, you're moving to London. I've decided we need to be together. You're coming to London, blah, blah. She's like, well, I have nothing to do in London. I said, don't worry, I got a job for you, baby. It's going to be fine. You're going to come work for me. And I was sitting there for a while thinking, how do I organize the fact that these 5 girls are coming in thinking they're my girlfriend? And I want them all to do this job. And I decided that honesty is always the best policy. This is what we're going to do. And I talked about the webcam business, talked about how I've been with them all, asked them all to come to London, etc. 3 of them told me to get fucked, go back on a plane. 2 of them stayed. And the 2 who stayed worked for me for a very long time. And from there, for about the next 4 years, it built into an empire where I ended up having 75 girls, 5 locations. I was turning over $4 million a month. And it all it went crazy from there.
You're in Albania with a bunch of dealers. You're in Chechnya. Most fighters are stupid. I'm quite unique, whereas the fact that I'm a fighter, but I'm not an idiot. So I could sit and talk to the money men. So I'd talk to them, and I'd talk to like Albanians or Chechnyans, and these guys would be on the most wanted list. And then they'd show me a picture of them in Dubai, picture of them in London shopping. Like, how you do that? Oh, I got this passport from here, got that passport from here. I got a passport in another country and then changed my name in that country. They were just doing all this stuff, and I was sitting there going, why not I do that?
Now, amongst all of those clips that I just showed you, none of them is a smoking gun for anything within this situation. However, there's one other news clip and story that's going around that I think that you guys should take note of. Andrew Tate tried to recruit me to his webcam operation when I was 16, reveals Romanian politician's daughter. Daria Gusa, the daughter of political analyst, journalist, and businessman Cosmin Gusa, said she received a message online from the influencer who was arrested last week as part of the probe into the crimes. Miss Gusa, now 19, says she turned down his direct offer to go out with him and said she is amazed it has taken so long for the authorities to crack down on his operation, with 2 of his angels also arrested in the raid. Prosecutors say Tate and his brother Tristan allegedly recruited women on social media platforms and persuaded them to travel to their 600,000-pound butthole by falsely professing love for them before forcing them to perform on webcams, with a picture of the accuser right here. Now, remember, as I said all this is alleged, because we all know what to do over here. It's innocent until proven guilty when you're talking amongst men in men's spaces, not the other way around, as in popularized media. However, this is not the first time this year. As in April of 2022, Andrew was detained and questioned regarding his at-home operation regarding these webcam models.
So the first time Andrew Tate was raided was actually April this year. His house was raided a similar fashion to recently, and they were looking for evidence of all the charges I explained at the start. Shortly after being released, he was confronted by a photographer on the street.
It's not a serious reason, it's bull.
That's not what the police says.
The police thought I did something wrong. Why am I here on the street?
Yeah, that's true as well. I want to ask you, is that true that you sequestered an American girl in your flat here in Pipera?
Listen, I ask girls to leave. I do not try and make them stay. It's absolutely not true. I can't talk about the case because it's still pending, but I'll give you a very short version. Some girl was at the house. I saw her once. Many girls come for parties, etc. Her boyfriend caught her there, and she told a bunch of lies to her boyfriend, and her boyfriend called the police. It's stupid.
How did an American girl arrive in Bucharest?
I don't know, a plane, I guess. I don't think she swam, so I guess she took a plane.
Did you pay for the plane?
No. And then her stupid boyfriend made some phone calls to some embassy. I'm a big man with big problems.
Did she have the phone all the time with her?
Of course she did. And she's not even pretty. This girl's average. She's ugly. I don't have time for this. Like, I'm a big man with big problems. I'm doing important things. Some girl and her boyfriend made a stupid phone call. I didn't do anything wrong.
What about the accusation? There is a Moldavian girl that says that you her.
That's not true at all. You're making up.
Do you know her? She's been to your house?
Lots of people have been to my house. It's all.
She's been to her house, to your house.
Listen, I am a good man, a man of God. I have yet to ever go to jail for committing any crime. I'm not a desperate man. I do not need to commit crimes. It's not something I'm interested in.
Just tell me about this accusation.
Girls make stupid phone calls. That's it.
Where are the girls now?
I don't know. Ask the police. They made stupid phone calls and they talked about. It's all.
How come you've been accused for and you had a party last night full of girls?
That's why I'm back on the street, because it's all. The police even know it's. The girls are going to get in trouble for lying. It's all.
Do you have proofs?
Of course.
Do you have cameras all over?
I was in a jail cell.
Yeah, no, I was in the VIP jail.
You
didn't do the jail Aikido? You were in the VIP section?
You were in the same cell as me.
Listen, bro, I was in the VIP section. I was in the loser section. We were definitely in the VIP section. You couldn't see us from all the way down there.
They've taken iPads, $400,000 worth of fucking supercomputers, our entire YouTube studio for
our cash.
All of our cash for our emergency meetings. They've taken everything.
Okay.
And the powers that be continue to press on with allegations that Andrew thinks that he is above the law, with clips just like this one.
I don't go see a lawyer to talk about the law.
And she said, well, then you go to jail. And Andrew looks at her in the face and said, not if I have the right lawyer, I don't. And we left.
Yes, right.
What? You're telling me that I'm going to go to jail?
Then why am I going to hire you?
Failure.
I walked in there and said, listen, I've committed multiple felonies. Am I gonna go to jail? Well, probably. Well, then see ya! Bye!
Why would I give you my money?
You're useless! I went into some other man, I was a female. I went to a man's office, said I've committed multiple felonies.
There are things we can do. We could try this, we could try that.
No problem.
I make one call.
You don't go to jail.
If there's no problem.
No problem.
We send somebody else to jail.
We send him. He is the new Andrew. He shave his head and he go. I'm like, oh, it's cool. That's the lawyer I want.
That's the lawyer I want.
So nobody wants, when you're talking to your legal clients, don't start talking Mr. Legal Schmiegel. Because you think you sound smart. Well, I went to law school and it says on page 4.
We don't care.
We don't care
about the law.
I will never be allowed to have a Swiss bank account. They basically said, oh, that's very interesting. Oh, you have lots of money? No. Gambling, high-risk industry, webcam girls, strip clubs, all the things that I do, high-risk industries, plus I have an American passport. They just told me, I highly doubt, even if you gave away your American passport and cleaned up your business affairs, I highly doubt any bank in Switzerland will entertain giving you an account.
But recently, a former girlfriend of Andrew Tate has come forward to vie for him and is essentially tired of people lying on him.
If you don't live under a rock, then I'm pretty sure you know that Andrew Tate has been arrested for human trafficking, which is absolutely absurd, simply for the reasons that it's absolutely false. I have lived with Andrew for years and years, and he would never do anything like this, ever. I've already had to make 2 videos regarding his innocence when it came to him being called a woman beater for a video that got leaked of us two having a little bit of a rough role play. I had to make a video 2 videos in fact, clarifying that he is innocent. And here I am again, coming from somebody who lived with him for years. He is not a human. He would never anybody, and he would certainly never ever like anyone either, including his brother. They would never do such thing. I am just so shocked, and I'm so fed up with all of these lies, talking about Andrew, that he's a woman beater, that he's a human, he's rape somebody, it is so false. It's so false that it's upsetting. Even though we're no longer together, it upsets me because I know the person I have lived with. I know who he is, and he is neither of those things, and he does not deserve any of this coming his way.
Now, I want to give you guys some commentary on what it is that I see that is happening to Andrew and what are the things that you should be implementing in your life moving forward. But before we get into that, what I found so interesting is I was taking a look at what Cardi B just posted. This extremely lovely young lady took an article of Andrew Tate being arrested and sarcastically wrote, well. Oh, really, Cardi? How ironic is it that you feel as though you can speak on topics like this from the high horse that you feel that you sit up on when, wasn't it a couple of years ago that you admitted to drugging men and stealing money from them?
I want to go straight. I want to go, oh yeah, you want to me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drug up and I'll rob them. That's what I used to do.
So you have Andrew Tate, who has completely denied the allegations, and you have Cardi B that has admitted on camera to committing crimes, but no accountability. And what's even worse, the never taking accountability for something that you admitted your nefarious activities. She ended up getting a movie role based on that similar type of character. Y'all remember Hustlers? Only in a backward ass culture like America can you turn your bullshit into profit. But nevertheless, this has been a very interesting start of the year with the top G being arrested. And truth be told, all we can do at this point is wait and see what the Romanian police do with him. He's currently being detained for 30 days based off of the seriousness of the allegation. And something that I always think of is, imagine if you are alleged in doing something and you're not a billionaire or even a millionaire. What do? You sit and stew in jail and you come back to no job based off of an allegation. But I'm still going to give you guys my opinion. You cannot attain Andrew's level of success, his level of notoriety this quickly and go against the establishment and not expect the establishment to try to destroy you by any means necessary. First, the allegations will come and then they'll try to cancel you. And if you're a man, those allegations usually come in assault. And if they cannot destroy your livelihood or the canceling does not work, then they'll try to jail you. And if they cannot legally jail you or hold you in prison, then you must be concerned with Control Alt Delete. But nevertheless, if they find concrete evidence of wrongdoing, then they should throw Andrew underneath the jail. But if not, if they are unable to legitimately prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, then the next stage of his fame is going to be beyond incredible. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. What you guys think about today's video? Whether or not you agree or you disagree, leave me some comments down below. This one should make for extremely fruitful conversation, as all the videos up on my channel. If you guys enjoyed yourself today, make sure you subscribe. Also, too, I got a Patreon. Beam up and see what's good with your boy in the family that supports me. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!
You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell them man you can't jack. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell them man you can't jack. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. Dead bars, need defibrillation ASAP. Get boxed with a straight gap. I'm reminded of mind state they lack. Every time that they incline, we go way back. All they wanna be is just ruthless. Never seen war.